In this video, we're going to work through the problems that deal with defining a function along with its domain and range. We are given in this problem that f of x is x plus 3, g of x is 1 over x, and h of x is natural log of x. And we're asked for the domain and range of f of h of x. So first, let's write f of h of x. In this case, h is our input, so we really have f of ln of x. And if we write our rule for f of x above, so if we know that f of x equals x plus 3, which is telling us that if our input is x, we take input plus 3. Now our input is natural log x, which means we're going to take natural log x plus 3. Now, in order to answer the question about domain and range, it helps to know our parent function, because this function is up 3 units from that. So let's just graph this. If I were to look at natural log x, it looks something like this, where it goes through 1, 0, and it has an asymptote right here. But the graph I'm looking for is going to take that and shift it up 3. So no longer is it going through 1, 0, but it's actually going through 1, 3. All right, but now that I've got this picture and I can see the asymptote is still right there, I can figure out the domain and range. So my domain goes from 0 to infinity because none of the graph is to the left of the y-axis. My range, though, in this graph, doesn't stop here. It goes down forever like this and up forever like that. My range goes from negative infinity to infinity. All right, we're ready for the next one. And the next one, we're asked to find g of f of x, which means my input is f, which is x plus 3. And I'm going to plug that into my g function and just refresh our memory. G of x equals 1 over x, which means I take 1 over my input. So here it's going to be 1 over x plus 3. So in the same way, I want a sketch of that graph. Just a refresher that 1 over x looks like this. So that's y equals 1 over x. But this one is going to shift it left 3. So if we draw the graph that I'm really looking at, it's this one where I've been shifted over left 3. And this is the one I'm going to find the domain and range for. So when I look at the domain, I know it starts way out here from negative infinity to negative 3. I take a break at negative 3 and jump to the other branch, and that goes from negative 3 to infinity. And then again, the range, looking at the same graph down here, I can see that my y values, they go down forever here, but at 0, I make a break from this branch to this branch. So my range is negative infinity to 0 and 0 to infinity.